U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. First carry here for Nwangwu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Handoff here to Nwangwu. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 now. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
But things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the give is Nwangwu. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangwu, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nwangwu, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Allen. First down and more for Allen. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the run is Nwangu. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Back to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start the drive with a give to Allen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Allen. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 78 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Allen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Brown. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down, here's Nwangu. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught at the 7. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2nd and 4. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brown on 1st and 10. That is caught by Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Underneath to Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brown. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd down, it's Bates. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenny Wangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Allen. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen here on the screen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Open man right side, it's Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Brown. Open man is Kirk, complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Allen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Brown to throw on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? The West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No running room for Zeke on first down, as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on second down. Brown. Allen's got it complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Brown now from the gun on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 11. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Now a give, right side. Allen. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Brown. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Allen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Julian Love. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Dallas, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.